It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. This week, Doug talks to a representative of the Bell Foundation and gets an update on their work and upcoming activities. Representative Steve Lindberg is here to talk about his time as our man in Lansing, and a band called Harp, Hart, and Bones performs. Hey, that's us. Stick around. The Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound and PFL. Roll tape on masters, challenge places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG. Standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
All right. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us here at Up Front and Company and at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. Well, I hope you're all enjoying a beautiful Upper Peninsula summer as much as I am. We certainly have a little more temperate temperatures compared to the midsection of the nation. I think if they want to get out of the heat, they should come up here and enjoy some of our beautiful weather up here. Let's see, since we last met, I had a chance to travel down to Iron Mountain. I was invited to speak to the Iron Mountain Rotary Club. Steve Zurcher invited me down. I appreciate that. I met some wonderful people down there, including Club President Tom Andes. And I'll tell you what I told them. You know, the service clubs and other volunteer organizations and communities are really the lifeblood of any successful and welcoming town. You know, clubs like Rotary Exchange or Kiwanis or Lions and all the many clubs and organizations that serve communities make these communities so much better. They're helping people that need help. They're getting involved. They're creating events. They're developing ways for people to contribute and to volunteer. And if you ever thought about joining one of those clubs, I certainly would encourage it. You know, sometimes I'm surfing through Facebook and I see someone that says, "I'm bored." Well, you know, really, you're bored. There are so many ways for you to get involved in your community, and a service club like the Iron Mountain Rotary would be a good start. But don't limit yourself. There are plenty of volunteer opportunities, and I guarantee if you get off the couch and start giving of some of your time and talent, that you'd feel a lot of satisfaction from that. You would be bored no longer. So I thank the people in Iron Mountain and all the service clubs throughout the UP that give a lot of their time to these organizations. And believe me, they do. Particularly guys like Tom Andes, the president. When you're the president of an organization like that, it's almost like having a part-time job. So we certainly appreciate what they do. I thank them for having me to a wonderful lunch meeting there. Also got a chance to golf at Sweetgrass. It's part of the Perfect Foursome. You can golf Sweetgrass, Timberstone, Marquette Graywall's course, and you're the fourth. That's the Perfect Foursome. Some neat courses we have here in the Upper Peninsula. It's great if you're a golfer to try to enjoy all of those. Let's see, what else happened here? There was, Sunday was a special day. Sunday, in fact, we didn't get to celebrate it then. We'll celebrate it now. It was the birthday of our own floor director, Kim Parker. Yeah, here he is. Kim, come on over here, Kim. Come on over. We're going to celebrate this right. We've got a birthday cake for Kim. How about that? Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much. Kim, congratulations on reaching this ripe old age of what? Can you tell us?
6.
6? I'll tell you, it's 6 times 10. Kim, 60 years old. Did you ever think you'd get there? How about that?
Get where?
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, what?
They say you don't get older, you get better. Is that true? Any truth to that?
I think it's obvious.
Can we ask your wife if that's true or not?
Obvious. Yeah, see, she's applauding.
Well, let me just tell you this. Kim, for those of you who don't know, is Program and Promotions Director for TV6 and Fox UP. Of course, his more important job is the floor director at the Doug Garrison Show. We certainly appreciate it. We appreciate all you do for us, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't let your 60th birthday go by without giving it some notation.
Well, thanks. I'm glad everyone knows.
Now they do know.
Now
they do.
Because I've been trying to fool people about this for...
You can fool them no longer, and you should be proud of that.
Well,
so we want to thank you, and we want everyone to join in and have a piece of Kim's birthday cake and help us celebrate his birthday. Kim, again, thank you very much
thank you,
for all you do for us.
That was great. Appreciate it. Should I blow these out? Blow the candles
We
out?
won't. We got a TV here on the cake, so
Should I blow out the candles?
you can blow out the candles. Make a wish.
They're not
Don't
bad.
spit on the cake, though. All right, very good. All right, we've got a good show. We're going to hear about the Bell Foundation. We're going to talk to Steve Lindberg, and we got Hart, Harp, and Bone. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right.
Zip. Zilch.
Nada. Not a penny due when you drive away in your new Honda.
Make no down payment on this Honda Civic and pay only $220 a month.
With no first month's payment and 0 deposit.
Get this, not 1, not 10, but 26 times the Honda Accord has been voted a top 10 car. This one's just $250 a month with 0 due at signing.
Come pick out your new Honda at the new Riverside of Marquette.
Restaurants. The trendier they are, the more they charge. At Big Boy, we don't chase the latest trend because we believe value never goes out of style. Whether you order from our menu or enjoy one of our hearty buffets, you'll discover that good food doesn't have to be overpriced. Imagine being able to afford to take your whole family out to dinner. It's not a trend, it's what we do at Big Boy.
The West End Update is presented by Fox Negaunee. Find new cars, used cars, and one of the area's most respected service departments at Fox Negaunee. All right, we thank them for their support of the West End. And speaking of which, we have a couple guests from that part of the county. Corey Tasava and Senya Wallman. You've both been on the show before. Welcome back. Corey, the Assistant Director of the Bell Foundation, Senya with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and you tell me you guys are partnering up on something. What's that about?
We are really excited. We're actually partnering on a half marathon, 5K kids run family festival coming up this fall, so it's adequately titled the Harvest Half.
And this has never happened before.
No, as far as I know, I think it's the only one that happens. It's entirely on the west end of the county. It runs through the city streets of Ishpeming, Iron Ore Heritage Trail, the city streets of Negaunee, and then back towards Lake Baycroft. So.
And you hope to get competitive runners, weekend runners, joggers?
We do, as long as you can finish it in, I think, 4 hours. That covers just about everybody, so.
And now the half marathon is 13.1 miles. So the 5K, is that the half marathon? Is that something different? Is there?
It's all going to happen at on the same day. So,
okay.
Yep, there are two races, and then the fun run that we'll have that'll be on the hospital grounds. But the 5K is the 3.1 mile that'll start shortly after the shotgun start of the half marathon.
Yeah, okay. And the date for this event?
October 6th.
Right in the middle of our harvest, whatever that is. Okay. Now, Senya, you're here because you're representing Big Brothers Big Sisters. This is partnering up with you guys. Tell me, how does this type of thing help what you're doing with Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Well, it helps us to continue to match more kids in Marquette County with a big brother or a big sister to support the matches that we currently have as well.
Yeah, and I think when you have an event like this that gets publicized through Bell and through things like the show here and the newspaper, brings more attention to what you're doing.
Absolutely. We're very lucky to have a really good working relationship with Bell, and happy to be doing this together.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, you also mentioned your program, that the scholarship program for young people.
Yes.
The foundation also supports that, and all these types of things that raise money for the foundation help benefit programs such as that as well.
Correct. This one seemed to fit really well with Big Brothers Big Sisters and our Strength from Within program, which is healthy lifestyles for kids, not just making the right food dish choices and the right activity choices, but it includes a lot of community service and educational components too. So we thought it was really a perfect fit when we started talking about it.
Well, it makes sense when you're doing something physical and encouraging good health. Now, there's also the Family Festival as a part of this. What's involved with that?
Well, the Family Festival will start right after, I guess when we estimate the runners will come in. That'll actually be held on the hospital grounds. There will be food, there will be live entertainment, there will be games for the kids, there will be obstacle courses, hay rides, and just a bunch of different fun activities for kids during a time when there's probably not a lot going on too.
Yeah, October 6th. Now, is this a Saturday?
It is.
Yeah, okay, so that should be a good time. Senya, I wanted to mention too, I had asked you about the Big Brothers Big Sisters riding the Niagara, the big ship that they allowed you to ride that. Did the people have a good time with that?
They had a great time. It was just a great opportunity for them, and thank you to Cliffs for inviting our matches to be a part of that. It was great.
Absolutely. Getting back to the festival and the marathon, people want to participate in this. How do they go about that?
Well, they can either contact Senya at Big Brothers Big Sisters or me at the foundation. Both of our websites have links to the event page. They can email us. We're on Facebook.
I think we have your website address for the event itself.
You know, and just get to know somebody and give us a call, and we'll be able to fill them in on all the information. We're still looking for team registrants, or actually running registrants. We're looking for sponsors, so anything.
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors lined up now that you'd like to acknowledge?
We have a couple lined up, but we haven't confirmed them yet.
Okay, so you're looking for sponsors,
Yeah.
participants, spectators, fans.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If we can line the city streets of Ishpeming and Negaunee with people cheering those runners. I've never run 13.1 miles before, but I feel like I'd like a cheering crowd if I did.
Are you going to?
No.
Somebody has to be the organizer.
Exactly.
And cheerlead.
I'm happy to organize the paperwork and cheer everybody as they come in.
Hand out cups of water. You're all winners,
Yes.
right? Okay, good. All right, so it's October 6th, the Harvest Half, we're calling it, which means a half marathon and family festival, sponsored by Bell Foundation to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters. Visit their website to register, find out more information. Sounds like it's going to be a good time in the west end of the county.
Yes.
Corey, Senya, thanks for joining us again. Good luck with this event.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. When we come back, we're going to talk to our state representative, Stephen Lindberg, so don't go away. All right.
Summer is the perfect time to pack up and get on the open road. Take the summer road trip you've been dreaming of with a new vehicle from Fox Negaunee. Save money with 10 Chevrolet vehicles offering 30 miles per gallon or more, and save time with OnStar turn-by-turn navigation, all backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Plan the perfect family getaway in a new Equinox. Visit friends with a new Chevy Cruiser. Spend the summer outdoors with your new Chevy Silverado.
So pick out your Chevy and enjoy the summer. Fox Negaunee, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
We're the second oldest state banking charter in Michigan. We've been able to grow the bank, add additional products and services, and expand into other areas so that we can grow and prosper, but also the customers can grow and prosper along with us. What we try to do is weave in the old with the new, but still I think it goes back again to the human element. That's why Peninsula Bank's been around since 1887.
People of Interest is presented by Canale Tonella Funeral Home, family operated since 1893. That's Canale Tonella. All right. This is the second segment in our People of Interest series, and with us is our state representative, Stephen Lindberg. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Glad to be here, Doug.
Glad to have you. We've had some other politicians. We've had Representative Benešek on. We had Governor Snyder on, and we're happy to have you on as well. The reason I wanted to have you on is because you're nearing the end of your time as our representative. You tell me December 31st is your last day on the job. This is because of term limits.
That's correct.
This is the end of your second term.
Third term.
Third term. Congratulations on being reelected for a second and third term. Tell me, what do you think of term limits?
Well, I think term limits have had some unintended consequences. The short answer is I don't think too much of term limits, or at least longer terms. It's the kind of business that, there is a learning curve and there is institutional knowledge. It's a relationships business, and we're continually churning people over. They're continually running, and I don't think it has had it's been good for our state or for our legislature. That being said, it gave me the opportunity to be a representative. That opportunity never would have been there. But overall, I do not think it's a good thing. I think we need to either have longer terms or to change the term limits.
Yeah, well, we already kind of have term limits. They're called elections, right? If we didn't like the job you're doing, we could say we move on with somebody else.
Yep.
Of course, we know the advantages of being an incumbent as well. But certainly, the longer you're there, the more you learn and the more effective you probably are.
I think that, generally speaking, is true. And the longer you're there, and the longer other people are. We're in a relationships business in Lansing. And so it's getting to know the people and trust the people that you work with. Half the people that I'm serving with in the House right now were elected last term, more than half.
And
I'll
now
be
you're
honest.
gone.
Some of them I don't even know.
That's
you know,
right.
I
And
know
you'll
their
never
name,
get to
but
know them.
I
Yeah.
don't know whether certainly don't know whether I can take their word to the bank or not.
So there's no relationship there.
No relationship.
Yeah. Let me ask you this now: as you wind down here, and I don't like the term, but it's lame duck. You know, what can you get things done, and can you be just as effective in these last few months?
Well, right now, you know, the legislature has not been in much. Everybody that's not term limited pretty much is out running for re-election. And so we just recently were in Lansing. I was in Lansing for a couple days. I had committee meetings, and we had one day of session. And I'll be going down in August for a couple of days. But I don't expect we're going to really be doing much until after the election cycle, after November.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a strange lame duck.
Sure.
No matter how the election turns out, I think lame ducks, usually you don't do anything,
yeah,
or you do a lot.
Yeah, well,
I suspect this may be one that we try to push a lot through.
Yeah, you're certainly, and just like when we look at national politics in the presidency, that first term, when you're still running for another term, compared to when you can't run again, there's a different dynamic there.
That's true, and you know, and after the election, we're gonna know whether the House is who's in control of the House, and depending on whether the Republicans are in control of the House or the Democrats are in control of the House, may determine what we do in lame duck.
Yeah, yeah. I want to talk to you a little bit more specifically about some of the things that you've accomplished.
Sure.
Some of the things you're proud of, maybe some of your disappointments. We're going to come back with you in just a minute.
Okay.
We'll come back with Representative Lindberg in just a moment. Stick around. We'll be right back with that.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tonella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. We're talking with Representative Stephen Lindberg, as he wraps up his career, or at least this portion of it, as our representative. 3 terms, 2 years, 6 years. It seems like it probably went real fast to you, I would think, huh?
You said that last 5 minutes would go real fast. It's
6 years.
About the equivalent.
Yeah, yeah.
It did go quickly.
Yeah. When you look back, what do you consider some of your better accomplishments, something you're very proud of?
Well, you know, when I went to Lansing, I never did care whether my name was on a bill. And so I can't point to any bill that I have sponsored that perhaps has changed anything. Probably the most significant one for the Upper Peninsula is we changed the way the natural resources treats people who want to, when they have no other access across to their property, the interaction between the Department of Natural Resources and those individuals who need to access property across DNR land was a bill that I sponsored.
Big issue in the UP.
A big issue in the UP.
Yeah.
But, you know, when I look back I sat on the Energy and Technology Committee, and we did a rewrite of the energy policy in the state of Michigan. And I sat on that committee for 4 years, and it took us pretty much 4 years to write that policy. It was the one committee that I sat on where we put our party hats aside and we looked at good public policy. Everybody was invited in to be part of the process, and at the end of the day, not everybody was happy, but I think we got pretty good public policy out of that effort. Yeah. So that was one thing I was proud of. I'll be honest. Another thing that I was proud of, I wasn't particularly involved with it, was the smoking ban in public places that got passed. I mean, that was pretty big policy in the state of Michigan. It took us a long time to get it.
Yeah. When you think about looking ahead to the future, what do you, is the glass half full or half empty when you look at the UP? Where do you think we are, where we're headed?
Well, you know, we live in challenging times in this country and in the UP.
Sure.
But the glass is half full. And I'll tell you what makes the glass half full, or maybe even 3/4 full. When I get disappointed, all I have to do is be around some of our young people for a while. And they are our future, and if we continue to invest in them and educate them and provide them with which is a concern that I have, and make college education available to those young people, I think we're going to have a bright future. If we don't do that, the glass will be less than half full.
Yeah, I agree. What about your future? What's in the cards for Steve Lindberg? Well, any other aspirations for other political office?
No, this is the last time. I will say this. You told me that these stay in the archives forever.
Yeah, that's it. We've got it on record.
I don't intend to run for elected office ever again.
Now, if you change your mind, we'll let you. People change their minds, but that's it.
But yeah, I think that's it for. I know you should never say no.
Yeah.
Like I used to be a school counselor in another life. I used to tell young people that life will take you down some paths you don't expect to go down. This was one that I never expected to go down. With that caveat, I guess my plans are for right now is as I drive back and forth to Lansing, even though I've lived up here all my life, I see a lot of two-rut roads I've never gone down. I think I need to go down them.
Yeah, well, that's good. You've probably done a lot of road time, though, in your 6 years.
I've looked through a windshield a lot in my last 6 years.
I would imagine. What advice would you give to your successor?
Well, I think my advice for whoever succeeds me in this office is to go to Lansing and try to establish those relationships with, I said earlier, it's a people business. Establish relationships with people that you can trust. Do that as quickly as possible. And, the best advice I ever got was from a gentleman who's dead now, an old ski jumper by the name of Coy Hill. When I was running for this office, Coy told me, he said, 2 things I'm going to tell you. Never forget where you came from, and never lie to the people. And
simple advice?
Pretty simple advice.
Stick to that?
Yep. Never forget where you come from. This is, my job was representing the people of the Upper Peninsula, and that's what I would tell whoever succeeds me.
Yeah, okay. Your successor.
My successor.
Would be the right term.
Yeah.
We just had a shot of your wife, Paulette. You obviously had to have some great support from home to pull this off, too.
This job is a job you can't do without great support, and it's the family that has to make the sacrifice, not me. Yeah. I've had great support from my wife and my extended family, and it's been a good ride, Doug.
I'm sure it has. Well, we thank you very much for your service. Wherever you go from here, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks for having me on.
Stephen Lindberg, thank you very much. All right, let's hear it for him. Okay, when we come back, Hart, Harp, and Bones, so stick around. All right.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car finance in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
Enjoy the golfing experience of a lifetime every day at Marquette Golf Club. Our 2 18-hole championship courses offer everything from relaxing family fun to competitive golf as challenging as that found anywhere in the world. Our custom rate structure allows you to choose a membership package that accommodates your schedule and budget. And we offer reasonable daily fees, always available to the occasional player. In this day of green sensibilities, there's nothing more green than a day on the links at Marquette Golf Club.
Okay, all right. We've done it again. We've got another great local band with us tonight called Harp, Hart, and Bones, and I'm talking with Bill Hart of the band. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Good to be here. Really
tell me, how long you guys been together?
A couple of years now. We Eddie and the Bones Man had a gig at Lanyap for a long time, and they were able to, they were told they were able to take on a third on occasion as a guest, and they asked me to come in, and we've been playing together ever since.
Well, as long as you're mentioning names, introduce the band.
Okay, this is Eddie Consolmagno, Fast Eddie, also known as the Rapid One.
Well known.
And that's the Bones Man, Randy Seppala.
Okay. Tell me, where you got gigs coming up?
Let's see, we have gigs coming up at the Ramada Inn in Marquette. Coming up soon. We're playing out in Dollar Bay. We're playing at Carmelita's up in Calumet. All these are in August. We've got a thing in Three Lakes we're playing. We're playing at Lanyap August 15th, so we're pretty busy. In fact, we're busy all through August.
Lanyap's a great place to find you. Check Marquette Music Scene on Facebook. You can find out where these guys are playing. Bill, have a seat. Let me introduce you one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, Harp, Hart, and Bones.
Did you ever take a trip, baby, down on a Mobile line? Hey, Lordy, mama, mama, hey, Lordy, papa, papa, talking about the Mobile line. Well, that's a road to ride, baby, ease your troubling mind. Well, I got a little, baby, this is the way it is. Hey, Lordy, mama, mama, hey, Lordy, papa, papa, talking about what it said. Come home, baby, 'cause your love is dead. So pack my suitcase, bundle all of my clothes. Hey, Lordy, mama, mama, hey, Lordy, papa, papa, talking about the bundle up clothes. Yeah, when I got there, she was laying on the cooling board. So I took my baby to the burying ground. Hey, Lordy, mama, mama, hey, Lordy, papa, papa, talking about your burying ground. You ought to heard me crying when they let her down. When I died, don't bury daddy at all. Hey, Lordy, mama, mama, hey, Lordy, papa, papa, talking about your daddy at all. Just pick up my bones, baby, keep them in alcohol. When I die, you put my picture in a frame. Hey, Lordy, mama, mama, hey, Lordy, papa, papa, talking about a picture in a frame. So when I'm gone, you can see me just the same. Said, hello, heaven, I want to use your telephone. Hey, Lord, mama, mama, hey, Lord, papa, papa, talking about your telephone. So I can talk to baby, even though she's gone. But before I die, I think I'm gonna stop by friends. Hey, Lord, mama, mama, hey, Lord, papa, papa, talking about stopping by friends. I'm gonna stop by friends, give all the women a chance. Thank you. This microphone up here so I'm not looking down all the time.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Iron Bay Computer and Design. Iron Bay gives you the quality and service you demand. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources.
All right, I want to thank our guests, Corey Tosava and Senya Wallman from the Bell Foundation, the upcoming Harvest Half and Family Festival. We had Representative Steve Lindberg with us, and of course, Harp, Hart, and Bones. Join us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show. Thank you very much.